Good morning, YouTube. Well, I guess it's not morning here. I'm not sure even when you're watching this. So it is 1:47 p.m. Central Time, and we're trying to get some projects going around here. I guess I should introduce myself. It's your first time. My name is Tony. I'm with Sawdust Brothers here, and time to make some coffee so we can get some projects going. Keurig. It's really handy. So we are working on many things as I've done some shop updates. This stuff right here, all of these drawers are not supposed to be in here. Those drawers are all my woodworking miter station setup. Yeah, hold down T-slots in it, miter station. These are supposed to be spread apart and the miter saw is right in the middle. But when we moved in here, didn't have a place for them. So they got shoved in here and they're there. They're still filled with woodworking tools. All kinds of them. All different things. Chisels and, et cetera, et cetera. This stuff has to exit stage left. Let's go take a walk to the garage shop here. Ta-da! All right. So this wall, right here, this wall, is going to be the miter station. And those need to come out here. Well, to make things a little bit better, that toolbox needs to be easily moved. What I don't like about almost every toolbox I've ever seen is they only have swivel casters on one end. So then you got to pull the Austin Powers turn to get it away from the wall or get it close to the wall. And with these side boxes here, there's a lot of swing there. So it's kind of a pain to get it up against the wall. So I called up said Harbor Freight and asked for replacement parts. And I finally received them. I now have swivel casters to put on the other end. Now, mind you, I ordered those parts in December. It is now February, and so it took a couple months to get those here, but slow boat from China is what it took. But we're getting there. So let me get set up. I will get some more things moving along, and we'll bring you guys in to see some of the progress as we do this. Thank you. All right, so we're going to make some room here, and it'll probably be, we'll go ahead and speed the video up. I know it'll be boring, but it'll show the progress of moving some stuff around and getting ready so we can put the wheels on that big toolbox over there. Oh. So, not going to talk a whole lot. Doesn't make sense when you're going to fast forward the video. Heck, you might even click past it, not even watch this part. Alright, well, I'm going to put on some knee pads. I'm going to crawl around and look underneath there so I can find out what I can jack the toolbox up on and not have it come down and kill me. I should have some 6x6 around here that I can put under there as a catch in case something dumb happens, like a jack stand type of situation. But I gotta figure out where those are hidden at. Knees are definitely not as good as they once were, that's for sure. So let's take you over there. Let's see what we got. Okay. Alright, the only spot that there's to really jack up is right in the middle of those two. Which we can do. I just don't feel real comfortable working underneath that without something to block it up. So we'll be back with you shortly. Ouch. Oh, I know nobody's seen that, but I just dropped that, smashed my hand with that darn thing. Okay, that's a little bit better. Moving some sheet metal around. You can't see on camera. Probably doesn't matter. Remove this out of the way. See if we can get any sort of view underneath here. Probably need some light down there would help. I know I say this in almost every video. I do not understand how anybody gets anything done while they're trying to video this stuff. And that's my biggest complaint or issue. And I got all kinds of cool little projects going on, but the amount of time I spend just trying to get it done is really hard to record. It's pretty crazy. All right. Time to jack this up a little bit. We need a little bit. Okay, are they all off the ground? That one is. Looks like the back one is. Alright, now let's figure out what size socket we need. I'm sure it's metric. And I don't like having to reach in there. That's impossible. Yes, 18. Yep, sure enough, 18. guessing that these are going to be pretty gosh darn tight. I'm going to move some stuff out of the way here. I'm not sure if you can see what we're doing. Oh. Laying on the concrete here, can you see? Probably not. Let's see if we can get some light on it. Alright, so we got to take these 4 bolts off. Hopefully they're not too utterly tight. We're going to find out right now. Oh yeah, there we go. That's nice. All right. This would be so nice being able to do 4-wheel steering. Move it in and out of the wall. Yep, it'll take probably 2 people, but I don't really care. Yes, it literally will save a ton of time, and this is not going to be driven, pushed miles through a shop. When I was a machinist, one of the places I worked was pretty much a 1/4 mile long shop from one end to the other, maybe a little bit longer. If you worked one end one day, and then you might work another shift to work the other end, that was a long travel with your with your toolbox. I mean, I've got miles on the wheels. Went through a couple sets over time, especially when working in a machine shop. You got all the steel chips that kept getting in all of them. That always, and they didn't roll worth a darn because they were, come on, because they didn't roll flat anymore. They were clunk, 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 like they had flat spots, and it was all because the chips got stuck in them. I'm sure other machinists out there totally understand that one. Just like getting them in your boots. Alright. Now 1 bolt out. This one was, there we go. That one came out. You know, it'd probably be faster if I did get a ratchet. Get our M12 power ratchet out. That would have saved some time. I don't have room for any of the impacts down here. Let me find that and get something on that. Oh, get off the floor. Off the floor. Okay, ratchet, check. Need battery. Check. Now we need a socket. Socket. And we need to do this one. No. Let's do a swivel. A small extension, I think, would probably make sense. Like this one. Okay. Ouch. There it is. get everybody in view of the next one. But we're going to try. See if I can get the one in the back done the same way. Try to get something to... All right, let's see if we can get some light. And then camera. Ouch. Okay. Can I get you in? Get your folks in there. Sorry for the lighting and everything. It's just not good. That's just not good. Okay, now, hopefully, I get this in there. Get that broke loose. Wow. The other side broke loose a lot easier. Oh gosh. Interesting. Let me reach around. Some protection. That one's loose. Okay. That one's loose too. Come on. Wow, that one's much tighter than the other ones were, that's for sure. Okay. All right, now, time for a little speed. More speed than what I've got with that little ratchet. Ta-da! One. I really should get... Really? Okay, come on. One more I'm going to get from the other side. All right. All right. I know I need to jack this up a little bit, which I don't want to do, but I know that we have to. Hopefully that's enough. Okay. Okay. These two I can get from the other side again. Oh. All right, I'm gonna run these up with the power ratchet. Okay. Oh. Putting a longer extension on. Use that one bolt. It was kind of tough to get to because the jack was in the way. Come on, get on there. Come on. We'll hit those all with the regular ratchet once we're back on the ground. I'm going to get you guys switched over to the other side. Oh, it's one. 2. Let's do it. One. Come on, start already. What's going on here? Okay. Not looking at this, just reaching around the wheel. I usually don't have this kind of issue, but it's sure not playing nice today. Okay, that's beyond annoying. What is going on here? Sorry, folks, I gotta move the camera a little bit. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing or not, but why are you? Okay, let's see what happens. I don't trust that one. I hope it's not cross-threading, because it does not feel good. Well, I'm knocking you folks around here. Okay. Okay. Get the other two. And then we can get them fully tightened down and get it set on the ground. Oh, this is great. Okay, there they are. I'm going to set this bad boy on the ground, and then I can even move it away from the wall to tighten those the rest of the way up. Here we go. Oh, touchdown. The eagle has landed. Oh, here's the moment. Oh, this is great. I know it's a small thing, but not being able to move this toolbox where you want it, when you want it, and how you need it is not real fun. That's plenty tight. All right, those are plenty tight with the ratchet. They're on lock nuts, or not lock nuts, lock washers, and those are squashed. So that's all a good thing. All right, let's show what I'm really talking about here. Let's get you back to reality, not on the ground. All right. I'm so excited for this. So now I can move this thing away from the wall, one end, and now the other. Oh, this is great. Oh, thank God for swivel casters. Much better. Thank God for swivel casters. Oh, so much better. So I do suggest to others that if they have one of these Harbor Freight Series 3 toolboxes, you can go right on their website. You can find the replacement part numbers if you have the the manual that came with it. But you can look up the replacement part numbers. You call their 1-800 number. Really nice people on the other end. You can order the replacements. They'll ship them to you, which is great. If I remember correctly, it was free shipping on replacement parts. But once it took a while. They weren't in stock, so I had to wait for them. But well worth the wait. I'm super, super happy about the whole situation. This is excellent. Excellent. God. Yes. So, yes. One more time. Ta-da. Great. All right, we'll see you on the next project. Have a great day.